Welcome, everyone, to the D2G podcast. This is your host, Choppa, and here I have to my left once again, my buddy, Joey.
How's it going?
And once again, on my other left, my other buddy, Adrian.
Hello, everyone.
So tonight's topics, we're going to be talking about mobile games then and now, seeing as how we didn't get to cover it last time. We got a little distracted by a myriad of topics, mostly Pokemon. So we get into that today, and then if we get around to it or get distracted again, we might get around to some new games in the beginning of this year. Kind of stuff looking forward to. But as an icebreaker, we kind of just talk about what we're playing this week in gaming. So, Joey, what have you been playing this week?
So the past weekend, we're finishing up with Iron Banner with Destiny. Really did not like PvP in Destiny at all. And other than that, just more Rainbow Six Siege.
Yet we're always playing PvP in Destiny. Go figure.
Because you have to.
That is true. They do make you have to do it. I will admit that the last quest for that really sucked because you had to do
The
rocket launcher kills.
No, you told me and I just stopped. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I was doing it for like 6 hours. That was fun. Not really at all. It really sucked.
Yeah,
but
I'm glad I don't play Destiny no more. It's not that bad.
I mean, it's fun for the most part. At least I like the fact that they add stuff all the time. Because like with the new seasons and stuff, it gives you something to do. It's just when they do things like that where it's like kind of difficult and it's real time consuming to do it is kind of the problem. Because it's like for just that armor set, it's not really that important or anything. So it doesn't seem like it should be that difficult. But because especially for the rocket launcher kills, it's really difficult because you just have everybody spawn camping, killing you from like far. There's only one place to get the heavy ammo, and then you only get one rocket. Oh my god, yeah, it's really terrible. But yeah, other than that, at least it's somewhat fun for Destiny to do that because I mean I've been playing it.
Do you think that just mostly appeals to the like collectors of the game?
Oh yeah,
Like,
definitely.
these items?
Yeah, completely. I mean, at least the other thing too is like, you know, now with the new stuff, like you can always upgrade the ones that you have. So once you have it, you don't have to keep doing it. But
No, I just hate that they put an emphasis on their PvP.
Yeah.
Like you have to play PvP for like half of their stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if I go half, but it's a pretty high percentage that you have to do it for, you know, quests for everything, even for guns and things like that. There's always a PvP element to it, and it kind of does, you know, suck because if you don't like PvP, you have to do it. But I mean, like I said, it's kind of like 50-50 because I do like the things in which they are trying to get people to play and do different things, and so that's something. So I was like, I guess it's more like you get points for trying as opposed to nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's been Joey's weekend gaming. Adrian, what have you been playing this week?
Been playing a lot of Risk of Rain 2 recently. Yeah, just unlocked all the characters. Had trouble unlocking Rex because to unlock Rex, you had to whenever you spawn into a game in Risk of Rain, you are spawning with like basically like in a capsule, kind of like an escape pod. You just like kind of like land, and within that escape pod, you pull out the fuel array and have that fuel array with you until you get to a very specific level. Then that's where you find Rex and you put that fuel array into Rex, and that's how you get that character. But the thing is, while you have that fuel array on, it takes your equipment slot, and if you get below 50% HP, it automatically detonates and you explode.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, and then there's no guaranteed stage that you get that specific area.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of have to hold on to that fuel array until you get that chance of getting to that stage. But other than that, it's been pretty fun. We tried out some mods last night. Got a little bit disappointed with because you can unlock skins, but it's not really a skin. It's just a recolor of the character, not really like a skin.
Yeah.
But that was a little bit disappointing. But other than that, it's been pretty fun, pretty good, pretty easy game to get into. Well, once you figure out what each item does, because each item's different. Kind of have like a different name to them, kind of like a weird names. Like one's called the ukulele, and it's actually in the shape of a ukulele. And what that does is it procs electricity, so it balances electricity between enemies on hit and stuff like that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool item naming.
Cool. And that's you're playing that on
PC.
And
then it is on Switch too, so that's pretty cool.
I was gonna say I was like,
but I don't think it's crossplay. That's
okay. I was gonna. Oh well, it goes back to our topic last week. No, I was gonna say I think I saw it on the Switch, but okay, you're playing on PC. Cool. Yeah. No, for me, I'm just playing Star Wars still, and that's fun. A lot of cool stuff with that. I mean, it's a lot more like Dark Souls than you would think, honestly, because you can die pretty quickly if you're fighting enemies and stuff like that. It's not super easy unless like you're fighting like regular stormtroopers, but
What difficulty are you playing on?
the medium, whatever the medium is, it's in the middle.
The one that starts you off with.
I think so. Yeah.
No, it starts off with lower.
Well, whichever the middle one is. I know it's not the lowest one.
Because it asks you, I think.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't played it.
Yeah, it's whatever the middle. Jedi Knight, I think, or something. I forgot. But it's fun. You know, it is like Dark Souls. So like, I honestly kind of forget to play it that way because I kind of want to like power through everything. But no, you kind of have to slow down, and because like
if you're playing The Force Unleashed.
yeah,
all over
like,
again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you're playing Force Unleashed, like you're super badass, killing everybody like within a second. But like now, you gotta. Some of them you have to think about it. Like there are ways to kill enemies quickly. Like you can throw somebody off a bridge if you have the Force within you. Like you can run out of the Force. Like right now I can only do like a Force push like 3 times, and then you have to wait for it to recharge, or you get a combo to build it up again. So if you're fighting a hard enemy, if you're on a bridge or something, you can do it to kill them. But like sometimes you don't think right off the bat, like, hey, I can kill them just by doing that. You know, it's a lot easier than trying to fight them with the swords, because like there's like a heavy and a fast, and like they dodge too and block. So
Yeah.
and then there's a stamina meter just like Dark Souls. So it's actually pretty cool. The story's interesting too. But I'm getting more force powers now, so it's getting a little bit more easier. Like I just got an ability where like I can jump up in the middle and like slam down and kind of push him a little bit.
Yeah.
So there's always something that's added to it that makes it more interesting. And then, but the story's interesting too. So that's kind of just what I'm playing. Also playing a lot of mobile games. Kind of a interesting segue there. What I was playing Dead Cells on my iPad. But I know that came out on like a lot of different platforms before, but I'm playing that on my iPad, and that's pretty fun so far. It's like it's kind of like Metroid. You know, like it's a platformer, old school, shell shaded, game where you're going back and forth through different areas, trying to find items to use those items to get to new areas, kind of thing. Yeah. So it's a lot like Metroid, and yeah, now it's on the iPad. I'm just like playing the crap out of it. I actually just beat it yesterday. And I think there's a speed run right now that they did it in like 6 minutes. I was like, bullshit. But whatever.
Yeah, probably like exploited the game or something.
Yeah, it took me an hour.
The last mobile game I played was actually called Cross Revere, I think. That was like some anime crossover game. It was pretty fun for a while.
Okay. I think.
Oh no, Crossing Void. That's what it's called, Crossing Void.
Oh, never mind. I was like, because there's a ton of anime looking ones that I've played, or like played for like the first few minutes just to see how it is, go through the tutorial.
Yeah.
And then never play again. But there's so many. Like I played freaking Brave Frontier for
forever,
man. For like 5 years, I played Brave Frontier. Jesus, it took me forever to beat that game. Loved it though.
Yeah,
those gacha games.
Yeah, those gacha games.
And there's that other one you showed me that I played for a while.
Brave Frontier. No.
I'm trying to remember.
It was Brave Frontier, and then
it's almost like it's very similar.
It's like the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Then wait, Grand Summoners? Was that what it was?
You played Grand Summoners?
Probably.
Yeah,
probably.
I think it was Grand Summoners. I still have it on my iPad. And I got
it is like the same thing, honestly.
Yeah. Well, they do. The thing is with that one though is that they do the collaborations with the anime.
Mm-hmm.
So like the last one I did was like for Goblin Slayer. So I got the Goblin Slayer character, and I know right after that they did Saitama from One Punch Man.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't try to get him. I got Goblin Slayer, and I was like, I had played it for like days just trying to get him, and after that I didn't go back. Yeah. And now I'm playing another one. It's like Lost Katie or something. I don't know. It's the same thing. It's all gacha. They're all sprites, trying to beat up an enemy with 4 characters, and then more gacha. That's what you get. Gotcha. But yeah, those a crap ton of those games. I mean, it's
the
kind
best one though is Azur Lane. Let's go.
Azur Lane.
Sure.
Honestly, dude, when I first played it, I was like, dude, this is so confusing. Like all the different menus. I was like, how do I get to this one thing that I need to get to that I forgot how to get to? And I was like a subcategory and like somewhere I was like, oh, but
I think that's like the only main like gacha game that's actually gotten money out of me.
Oh, that's the only one.
not Rage.
No, I never paid money for Rage. I did play a lot of it though,
Yeah,
and I was trying to like, for Rage a long time ago, they had to like put in a code for like new people, so like all the reviews were just a bunch of people like put in my code.
yeah.
Was
I miss Rage. I miss having like a really good card game like on mobile.
Yeah,
Excluding like Shadowverse, Hearthstone, like that type.
Mhm.
I want something more like how Rage was. Rage was like actually like a, you know, like it was like an in-game campaign, had like, you know, PvE the E aspects as well as PvP, and then as well as like, you know, like events they did. That was really fun because you get to build up like a comp of 5, and then within like you'll have like clan wars, and like within the clan, sorry, we'll dedicate 2 people on attackers and 2 people on defenders and stuff like that. No, that was pretty cool to do because then that enforces somebody to do either a defense build or an attack build, and it actually introduced me to like, you know, playing the market, like trading cards for like the, you know, real in-game currency to get other cards.
Yeah, there's. Do you ever play Duel Links? Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links?
Yeah, I played a little bit of it. I didn't like it too much because first I thought it was strange for the 3x3,
Yeah.
or the 3x2.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. That was kind of the same thing with me. Like, I liked it for a little bit because you can play all the different cards and stuff, but the same thing. I didn't like the whole setup for it because it was 3x2, but I mean, it was fun.
Yeah, and then another thing with that was like whenever I played it was like kind of like, I guess when it first came out, you know, you got like the first generation of cards and probably like some from GX, but it's like mainly like the first generation of cards.
Oh, really?
So it was like
I ended up getting the last generation of cards. I ended up getting like 6 samurai stuff, in which that was like the whole deck that I got was 6 samurai.
No, like whenever I played it, I got like the first generation card. So all I did have was like normal stuff, not really no like synchros or stuff like that, or like XYZ monsters.
Yeah, no, they were 6 samurai, and they're technically I think they're union summon.
Yeah, the XYZ something.
I think I know they're not synchro. They're
Yeah, like where you stack them with the same level, like 2 level 4s equal like this monster.
Yeah.
That's XYZ.
And I was like, okay, so it kind of got me, at least because I had never played typically with those cards, you know, because GX was kind of like where I left off, and so essentially with those cards, like fusion was the thing, you know. And so with that, at least I kind of got into that whole style. But just because the format was different, you could only play so many cards. It was kind of
it was kind of lame.
Yeah,
but I guess it prevented people from like trying out, because I think there was already the, you know, like I guess like the web version or computer version, I don't know, for like the standard dueling where, you know, people who actually play like Yu-Gi-Oh! competitively like test out like different deck builds and stuff. I guess it was like a different way from doing it. So like you had to build a different deck than just copying like whatever is top right now.
Yeah, I want to say it might also be because there is a different Yu-Gi-Oh! Game in which it's more fuller out. You know, to where you have all the cards that like have ever been made, and it's just like where, you know, 5x2.
Yeah, and then I guess it prevents like a lot of combos from doing.
Yeah, infinite combos.
Yeah, or OTKs, like 1-turn knockouts.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, I guess as a mobile.
I mean, it's probably still possible, but it's like a lot. Like it'll take like a little bit more for somebody to find out. Like unless like they're well versed of like, you know, like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Knowledge.
Yeah, but it also too, it's like it comes down to like Pokemon and that too. Is like why those games, you know, took so long to do something like that. Because like I really think that those games could have been on like the App Store like a long time ago, especially for like Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I'm trying to think of when the last one was, and it might be that one I'm thinking of, but that was like on Xbox.
Like, was it like Duel Roses?
Something. It's
that one, because Duel Roses was on PS2. I don't remember like when the latest Yu-Gi-Oh! Game was.
No, this one's a later one because it has passed 5 what is it? 5Ds. It's past 5Ds. It's like XD or something like that. I can't remember.
XD.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Where like the kid had like green hair and he was real short or something like that. And it like had passed 5Ds or whatever. Yeah. I want to say it's like XD or something. But I mean, I gave up on Yu-Gi-Oh! After GX. I really don't know. Like I saw the first episode of 5Ds and I was like, nope. Nope. No longer. They're racing now? No.
Dude, I actually watched the first season of Fighties.
No.
It wasn't bad. Like, honestly, it wasn't bad.
Nah, I'm cool. I might. Just like Pokemon. I don't need to keep watching it. I'll watch where he actually wins, but no. Before that, nah, I'm cool.
Dude, even when he won, it wasn't even that, like, satisfying.
No? I haven't seen the episodes.
Not worth it.
Oh, well. So what you're saying is he should have won with Greninja?
I mean... Yes, no. I
He
mean, like,
had the greatest.
What's the point of creating like a bond that strong and building it up? There's no like plot shield for it.
I mean, I'm surprised he doesn't have that bond with Pikachu.
Yeah, I mean, it gets reset every season. Back to level 1.
Yeah, we'll stop it there before we get back into Pokemon for like another hour and a half. But yeah, just with mobile games in general, like I remember, like in high school, at least for me, like where the App Store was being put out and games were like Angry Birds. That was kind of the stuff that was out back then, or like Cut the Rope, things like that. Tetris,
Yeah, like it was simpler, right?
Yeah, but they are kind of complex, at least because at least with those games, there are games in which they make you.
There's more puzzle games.
Yeah,
but not like games in the sense of like what we have now, like we have like PUBG Mobile and then like the Call of Duty game and Fortnite, all those games. Back then, I guess like one game that will kind of be similar to those games in terms of when it came out would probably be Infinity Blade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
remember that game?
Yeah. Oh, I played all three.
More like swiping across the screen just to swipe.
Yeah, but like that was like for its time.
Yeah,
it was probably like the best game on like the mobile.
Yeah,
like there's like no other game to compare. Like unless it was like a RPG game that you downloaded.
And that one you actually had to like spend money to buy it. It wasn't just like a free game, right?
Yeah, for Infinity Blade,
yeah, you had to buy it.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like buying games back then was
when I was still back then. I feel like nobody wanted to do it because it's like all the free games were still going on right now or at that time.
I mean, Angry Birds was what 99 cents when it came out.
Yeah,
so it was Cut the Rope, and then but like now it's just like free to like. Most majority games are free, and then it's just like the microtransactions that arose. But back then it was more common to pay for an app.
But it was like only like 99 cents.
Yeah, like they're only 99 cents. But like, but again, it wasn't like a complex game.
Infinity Blade was like what, $4? It was like $3.99. $5, $4.99. Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't like they were charging an arm and a leg. It's for something that was considered way better than what was out. And I think it even won one of the not actually Game of the Year, but it won a Game of the Year award or something like that. When the first one came out.
Mm-hmm. And I know this is old news, but how do you feel about it being pulled from the App Store?
I thought that was interesting. I was like, why? I thought it was very strange. I should have got it before they got rid of it.
Are they just not like...
They pulled it completely from the App Store? Yeah. They pulled it in December of 2018?
Yeah. It's very strange.
I mean, like, are they not like...
Oh, they hadn't been updating it.
Like updating it.
They hadn't been updating
like at some point, like the phones are gonna get to that point where it's just like the software doesn't run with it, right?
Yeah, but eventually you get a phone that the phones will get to the point where the software will run it. But there are older phones that can upgrade past a certain iOS that it will still run the game. So like you can get like an iPod Touch, like 4th gen, and still run it.
Yeah, it's just strange for them to pull it completely because they had stopped updating it. I remember.
Yeah, and then they started working on Fortnite.
Yeah,
it's by Epic Games.
Yeah, it was the third one. They had gotten lightsabers in it for the third Infinity Blade. They had just put lightsabers, and that was like the last update. And after that, they didn't do that anymore. They had like raid battles too for it, and that was like the last thing. And then they just stopped updating it. And they were like, nope, Fortnite. We play Fortnite.
Fortnite.
And that's another one too. Fortnite. We went from Infinity Blade to Fortnite on mobile, and Fortnite, of course, is its.
But
Oh, huge
again,
thing.
like back then, like like hardware wise, like I guess like they weren't as powerful as like the hardware we have now. Like in phones.
Yeah, sure. I mean, like phones. That I mean, what am I on? I think I'm on a 8 plus. Like we're on the going on 12.
Yeah, we just got the 11, the
Yeah,
iPhone 11.
and like,
Yeah, but they skipped 9, so
Yeah.
technically 10.
well, I mean, it's just labeled as 11, so we're just gonna go with whatever they label it.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, they are just building onto it every time, and they're adding more stuff. I mean, shoot, who knows? Like by the time we get to like 12, maybe it'll be games like, I don't know, that are like stuff on the 360 that you'll see on there. Who knows? Like,
I mean, you're able to play GTA or the San Andreas at least.
yeah, well, that's PS2.
Mm-hmm.
They do have that on
But it's
there.
still interesting, like you're being able to play like, this is back to like the hardware is gone strong enough to play like those games back when.
Yeah. And then there's also a lot more memory on phones now, like, like the 200 and, 50 gigabyte phones.
Yeah, and the 500 gigabyte phones.
Yeah.
And then you get like the Samsung phone has 500 gigabytes, and then you put in a 500 gigabyte SD card, and then you have a terabyte of storage on your phone.
Yeah, it's more than my Xbox. That's freaking terrific. My Xbox only had like 500. Jeez. But I mean, I got my Xbox years ago, so it's just funny because things just kind of overlap. And then we're
Yeah.
going to be getting the Xbox. What is it? Xbox Series X?
Xbox One Series X or whatever. Xbox One X or
I mean, I actually.
Xbox One Series One X1 X1 and One X1.
I actually like the design of it, the box. I don't know. I just like the box, but I don't like the name.
Tube.
Bro, it's a computer. Like
Yeah.
eventually it'll be like, all right, look, here's an affordable home PC for gaming.
Connected to TV.
Connect to your TV. How's Xbox?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of more to our whole thing of like crossplay. It'd be like easier if we just had one thing for everything, but
Mm-hmm.
it would just. But nobody's gonna do that. No, nobody's gonna get rid of their cash cow.
Yeah.
You really think that Microsoft would like actually stop producing consoles?
No, they're like, isn't what's his name? I was gonna say Bill Nye.
I mean, Bill Gates,
Bill Gates. Isn't he like the richest person in the world again?
probably.
No, I think like this.
Besides,
I think this
maybe-
past year, like he became the richest person in the world again, and it was because. Well, actually, I don't think they stated why exactly, but I was like, "What? They're selling the new laptops, the Surfaces. They're just selling 1,000 of them, or what?" I don't know. Yeah,
depending on which one, the ones that has the new ARM processor chipset, whatever. That one's kind of like flopping because there's not supported software for the ARM architect. But no, what I was saying, there's some people they're saying like that eventually it might get to the point where Microsoft might releasing consoles that are PCs but have a dual boot option where like, hey, do you want to boot into say like an Xbox OS where it'll be kind of like the same standardized Xbox GUI that we're used to, or do you want to boot into a Windows OS and run PC games?
Oh, but I wonder, wouldn't you rather just do it through PC if you're gonna have the option? I don't know.
Well, it's kind of like that thing, because not everyone is gonna be like technology savvy.
They still need to market to the masses.
Yeah, and then like they can do it like this is like very entry wise where you can get your feet wet with PC gaming, but if you're not wanting to do like full on PC gaming yet, you still have the option just to boot into like the Xbox GUI.
I mean, I guess, but I don't know. I guess I would just have to see how it actually work out, because for me, right, if I have the option of, I'm staring at my TV, just say that one right there, right, and I have the option of booting into, we'll just say Steam OS or Xbox, it'll probably be Steam. If I have, it'd just be easier to have it under all one thing. I don't know. But and then my Xbox would just turn into a Hulu / DVD player.
Yeah, I mean that's mine is basically. It's a Hulu Verve, just a media Xbox. Like I don't even play games on it.
I mean, technically, you can buy like all Xbox first party games on the PC, anyways.
Yeah.
No, that's true. I don't know. I mean, it'd be easier if it was just all one thing, but I think if they're like going midway, just go all the way. But I ain't gonna do it.
But then again, is you run into like, say like, consoles are more targeted to like the younger kids. I mean, probably now like more kids, like especially like in middle school, are kind of like wanting like gaming PCs. But like even like the younger ones.
I think that's more towards Fortnite.
Well, yeah,
Because they see like streamers playing on PCs and they,
but that's kind of like where we're going towards, anyways.
yeah.
But like that's what I'm saying is like, hey, like here's a console that you can be, it's a computer and an Xbox, but you get to choose which one you want to put into. And then there's probably you can have like a setting that like, okay, I just want to prioritize putting into Xbox, and then go back to the setting and be like, okay, upon restart, give me the option again to choose which one.
Maybe. I don't know.
That'd be an interesting thing to do. Because again, like, I mean, we weren't like, you know, as computer like savvy when we were little. And in terms of like now, like how there's like a lot of like, you know, they might fall for the, hey, you're the 1 millionth customer here, claim your $1 million.
Of course, that works every time. That's why you gotta click accept now.
Yeah, and download more RAM.
Yeah. Oh man, but I don't know. I think of it more of for me. I think of it more of a setup thing, right? Because like, say I'm here in the living room, and like I have that. Like, am I really gonna try to play a PC game in which I'm used to sitting in a chair at a desk, as opposed to in the living room now? You know, I don't know. But then the vice versa, right? Like if I'm going to have a system in which at a desk with that to switch between, I'm not going to do it at my desk to play Xbox stuff, you know? Because I play Xbox stuff and PlayStation stuff as a more leisure thing. Like I'm laying in bed with the TV, you know, and everything like that.
So do you think the future is like Google Stadia then?
No.
It's on all devices.
Yeah, no.
4K.
Well,
4K.
Oh
on
my
your
God.
tablet, your phone, your laptop, your TV.
Yeah,
Your
once you
PC.
buy in, you got the 7-day trials as soon as you press buy.
Yeah, you're not getting your money back.
No,
Yeah.
but like honestly, do you think that's where the future is for like any sort of gaming?
Well, that was kind of to my earlier point. I was like, I'd rather have it all one thing.
Well, that's what like you.
That's
That's what I
what.
just said in the
Yeah.
beginning. Yeah, I did say that.
Yes.
But they ain't gonna do it. And the Stadia thing, not worth it. So it's like until they figure it out, we're not there yet. Would I prefer it? Yes, because like the Switch, I can put it there and play on my, you know, big TV, or just have it right in front of my face and just play it that way. I prefer that, definitely. But the Switch doesn't have enough, you know, power to play big stuff, you know. So
Yeah.
like I would love to play Jedi on it, but it doesn't have the power. So
Yeah, it's kind of like where the Switch falls short.
yeah,
It's on
And
the.
technically, you can still play Witcher 3 on it.
yeah,
But it's an older, like it is an older like AAA title.
yeah. It's like it's not like it came out yesterday. Like
Well, no, I'm just saying like it's supposed to be like a massive game.
no, I know it's just not there.
Yeah, for
Is it?
like holding like current AAA title games.
Yeah,
No, I'm not saying like
No, we get what you're saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
we're just saying we're not there yet. Oh, I would like it to be there, but it's not there yet. Because I would prefer it. It's just easier. Because I would prefer all one thing. Like, hey, if you know
Have you seen the Big O?
the which one,
The Big O?
the Big O.
Yeah.
Do you mean the anime?
No, not the anime. So
Good anime,
it's
though.
an actual.
It is a good anime.
It's
Big O, it's showtime.
So it's the PS4,
Mm-hmm.
Xbox One, Switch, and a PC all in one.
No, I have not seen this.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's pretty
How-
cool.
How do
Like
how-
you
How's
say,
that legal?
huh?
How's that legal?
How's that legal?
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's like something you can do.
Well, is it like that? How they did that, like gaming laptop for the Xbox kind of thing? Did you see those?
Give me a laptop.
Or like they turned the Xbox into a laptop, like the
Make it
Xbox.
like portable.
Yeah. Is it like that?
Kind of in a sense.
Because I'm sure if somebody could like splice together everything, they could figure it out. But
Yeah, I mean, you could do it right now. You just make the housing for it. And do a bit
is
of
that what it
engineering.
is?
Yeah, kind of. It's like a whole other one thing. It's really, really cool. Like there's like an HDMI switcher, so you can switch between it. And then on the front of the case, like not on the top part of the case, but actually like the front of the case, there's a slit where you actually slide in your Switch and to dock it.
That's cool, but how much is it? This is cool.
It's probably like a good amount. Let me look it up.
But that's cool though. It's almost there, I guess. I mean, at least it's all on one thing, but almost there. I'd wonder if if all the games are just digital then, or does it have different slots for different CDs?
I don't remember, but I think it has different slots, but it might be all digital.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
okay. It would probably be less work if it was all digital.
Digital is the future.
Digital is the future. Okay, Skynet over here.
yeah. So Big O is by Origin PC.
No, it's by the Japanese dude in the middle. I don't remember what his name is. Who did make Bigo? Was it?
I heard BO.
BO.
Well, you made BO all the time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all you, bro. Let me see. I'm curious now. Who made Big O?
Yeah, this would be like pretty pricey because I just saw the specs for the computer component part, and that's super expensive already. Because it's running a i9 9900K along with a Titan RTX and 64 gigs of RAM. Yeah, it's a lot. And then it has an Xbox One X, a PlayStation 4 Pro, and then the Nintendo Switch.
Oof. Yep, sounds like a lot. I mean, all those things individual, are still expensive, and you want to get all of them in one thing.
Yeah. It's probably like $5K plus maybe. If I want to do a ballpark estimate.
Oof.
But it's all water cooled, and it looks really, really nice.
Okay. I mean, if I was rich, I'd definitely do it. Definitely to try it out if I was rich.
Yeah, if you want to buy all systems at once.
Yeah. There you go. The only problem would be when the new systems come out.
Come on, it's all compatible. Just switch it out.
Do we have an updated feature to take the new software? Because that comes out. Did they announce PlayStation 5? It's going to come out at the same time?
They didn't say exactly when, but it's like sometime in 2020, supposedly.
Okay. I mean, I would figure they'd come out at the same time because, they hate each other. But,
no, they're playing nice now.
They're playing nicer. Oh, also, an aside thing. When I looked at the Big O anime, the first thing that popped up was Big O tires. I don't know. I'm just...
Yeah, when I was searching, it came up for me too.
And I was like, really? And Big O was made by Keiichi Sato, director Kazuyoshi Katayama, by Sunrise Studios.
So
it's a good anime.
Have you noticed the decline in mech anime?
Yes. Have you noticed the increase in isekai anime through the roof? And all of them are some kind of creature of some sort.
That's fine.
Slimes, goblins, swords, vending machine.
That is fine.
Come on, you gotta keep it interesting.
Like, I don't watch them.
Like imagine me being in a different world, but with my smartphone. Just think about it.
There
is a nice.
I know.
It was a joke.
Yeah, I was watching. I started watching Isekai Cheap Magician. I was watching for that. I was like, dude, this is lame as fuck.
It is. It's so bad.
Dude, I didn't even finish the first episode. I was probably 10 minutes in. I was like, dude, this is so lame.
It is lame. It's like that one swordsman one.
Which one?
I can't. There's two of them that came out at the same time. It's Swordbreaker. No.
Not the Chivalry of a Knight, whatever. Right?
Not that one. No. I like that one.
Yeah,
I like that one. No. This is the guy had purple hair or something like that.
Okay, every protagonist ever.
The female protagonist had red hair.
Okay. So this
she had fire.
Okay, so this Chivalry.
It's very similar, but no, it's World Breaker Aria or something like that.
Oh, dude, that one's shit, bro.
Yeah, it is. That's the one.
Dude, that one is
so bad.
Garbage.
And then the sword was a little girl or something like that, I think. Or I might be mixing the two.
No, you're mixing it.
Because the two of them came out at the exact same time. And they had the same protagonist. Purple-haired dude, redheaded chick with fire abilities, but one had a cat, one didn't have a cat.
Yeah, Because
They're
the
the
one
same.
you're watching, she got picked on by like whatever, like the class bully, whatever,
Uh-huh.
right? And then
Yeah.
like he swung like the axe, whatever, and like kind of cut her. I was like, "Yo, dude, that one's so garbage." So
Yeah.
everything was so bad about it. The transitioning, the character entrances. I was like, oh, "Dude, this is so hard to watch."
It is, yeah.
And they ruined the
completely.
ending right in the beginning because they said like they show what's gonna happen at the ending. So it was like no point in watching it.
Yeah. Great times. Good times.
Tough times,
Did you
Yeah.
actually watch it?
huh?
Did you actually watch the whole thing?
Dude, I don't think I finished the first episode. I think I got to a certain like I might have finished first episode. I was like afterwards, I was like, dude, this is so garbage. I'm not gonna finish it
I
because
think
like the way they did it, like they, you know how like in some animes they give you a glimpse of the ending or like the final battle in the beginning of the first episode. Well, they did that, but it was actually the final battle and not like a tease or like what may come to happen. And then every time they brought in a new character, introduced a new character, they did it like horribly, like the worst. Like it was terrible. And not only that, like the characters didn't feel like they had like generic personalities. Like every other anime like character had the same personality. And then like the fighting was garbage. The transition was garbage. The issues that were brought and like, oh, she's having an issue because this issue is like, no, it's not having an issue because they just made it have that issue right then and there to compensate to feel like whatever. It was terrible.
Yeah, it's really bad. And that one and the other one's not any better. The one that's like the exact copy of it. That one's not any better either. I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, it's like the exact same one. It's bad. So bad. And then, yeah, Cheat Magician's bad. There was another one. I was trying to remember. Oh, another isekai. Oh, frick. What is it called? I'm blanking. I can't remember. Like, the dude, like, had something with his sword or something like that. It was also...
Again,
You literally just said that.
That's all they all
that's all.
are.
The main character always has a sword. No other weapon is ever created for the main character.
He had, like, a darkness sword or something. And
Okay.
yeah, that's not helping. It was really bad. And then they're all isekai ones. It's like, Jesus. So bad.
So what do you think? What do you think is better, Log Horizon or Sword Art Online?
Log Horizon.
Yeah, but have you seen Sword Art Online after Gun Gale?
No. I
I've
downloaded it though.
I've seen an episode.
Apparently, it's done like way better because it doesn't follow like the first two, kind in a sense. Like it doesn't follow like those stories
I mean,
or like
I don't
not
know.
stories, but like kind of like storytelling.
like, I don't know. I think it just got so out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
The story, like I read the synopsis for it, and I was like, no, I'm cool. I'm alright. You know, he gets stuck in another world
Like, ooh.
again,
Ooh.
and like, oh, he doesn't remember. Ooh,
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
Is that the one with the picture of him in the wheelchair?
Probably.
that's the latest one.
Yeah.
That's the latest one.
Maybe like he lost his arm.
I was just like, okay.
Like, oh my god, things like get all insane in that. Like, I don't know what the heck is going on.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I was like, it has my curiosity, but it has my full curiosity of me going to watch it.
no, because you know what? It ended when he saved Azuna. And that's it. I don't need to know any of those other shenanigans. Like, just end it
Yeah.
there.
Everything's saved. Well, peace.
Like, the extra one that they did, the extra,
The Gunga Online alternative. That one.
no,
Oh, yeah.
the one episode, kind of movie like one. It's not a movie because it's like only like 45 minutes long, where they go back to like the elf pixie one,
Mm-hmm.
and then they go underwater for one of the quests.
Oh.
That one is like really great. I'm like, why don't they do shit like that all the time? Like where they're all part of a quest, they go party up and go do the damn quest. And like,
That's it.
it was the
Yeah.
best episode that I'd seen in years. I was like, Jesus, how hard was that? Yeah, it was great. It was great because you actually see them do something. You know, that's not all ridiculous. I don't know. It was great though. I like that. I can't remember what it was. I know it was after Gun Gale because they had the sniper chick with them.
Okay.
Well, and before all that other Alicization shenanigans. Yeah, because I don't even know what's going on in that. But anime too. Anime has gone interestingly in the trends because we went from
and kind of out of hand as well, especially with all the isekai.
well, some of them are really good.
Some of them are really good.
Like Shield Hero, great.
No.
Yeah, Shoujo's good.
Nobody listens to Joey. He only likes harems. That's the only thing he
Technically,
watches.
Shield Hero is a harem,
Yeah,
Yeah, technically.
but still no.
Whatever.
like Gate's good.
Gate's good.
It's good, but I like Hero better.
No,
Yeah.
Gate's better.
Why, Joey? Why don't you like Shield Hero? Tell us your grand reasoning.
No,
I'm
it's
sure
just
it's
like,
epic.
It's just depressing. It's just like everybody just hates him all the time. No matter what.
Yeah, that's
Yes, that's kind of the point.
And then,
that's
like,
the setting. Yeah.
I know, but like at the same time, it's just like all right. Then it's just like all right. And the queen likes you all of a sudden. It's like all right, but then she's not there to help you out no matter what.
Like, have you not watched the show?
No,
Like,
I only read it.
oh my God. Like, it hasn't looked like you read it very well either.
Yeah, I
'Cause, like,
stopped reading it.
yeah, no, because
You stop reading as soon as they introduce the queen to help.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, to help
Yeah. Oh my god.
him. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, you did not listen to Joey about reviews for anime.
Or Konosuba,
I mean, that's rude. That's the best.
the best one,
Yeah,
best
Oh.
isekai.
I don't know if it's the best one, but it's a funny one.
that's the best one.
It's a good one.
That's the best one.
Uh-huh.
I watched. It seems high school prodigies have it easy, even in another world. One.
You're watching that one?
I seen it.
They made it into an anime.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Yeah.
one with like 7 people, right? And they all have like certain.
Yeah.
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 It was okay. There was like one part where, like not the ninja girl, but like the
The Swords Girl?
swordsmanship girl.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, we're gonna shoot a missile at it, but we can't hit it because there's like a flame, like a wall of fire blocking it or
Yeah.
something. And she's like, I'll run alongside the missile and then return and then turn the trajectory of the missile accordingly. I was like, what bullshit is this? You're a fucking high schooler. There's no way in hell. Like, even if you are a prodigy, they gotta run the same speed as a fucking missile.
Yeah.
They're extraordinary. Calm down.
Well, it's just like the God Hand, the doctor chick can like save anybody. Like, it's, I don't know. Their abilities are, some of them are more out there than others.
Yeah, but like I just feel like okay, like we get it, they're prodigies, but at least try to keep it kind of realistic.
Well, the other one can make anything out of anything. Like,
yeah, she made a fucking atomic bomb.
yeah,
Like,
out of foil and sticks. Like,
yeah, I was like, okay.
yeah, no, some of their, like, half of them, their abilities are, like, way out there, and the other half are more realistic, like the dude with commerce, or whatever, or the guy with just being a political genius
Yeah,
or
just
whatever.
political body and
Yeah, and
that's
the other
it.
guy is just magic tricks.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I get that. It's like just,
Yeah, but the other half is all ridiculous.
it reminds me of Kotoko, like all the Generation Miracles abilities,
Yeah.
like shoot anywhere on the court. No, perfect copy.
How am I falling first?
If I jump second. Like a dude,
Oh,
that dude
man.
has a wingspan of like what 7 feet or something. Like
Yeah.
that's ridiculous, bro.
Oh, yeah. Go play in the NBA already.
like
Like,
legit,
this-
all of them could play in the
I was
NBA.
like, there's no way y'all are like Japanese high school players. Like, go play in the NBA.
yeah, and then when they fight, like they like have a game against the Jabberwockies, they're like, oh man, like the NBA's gonna be crazy. I was like, how the hell is it gonna be crazy, bro? I was like, you legit force yourself into the zone. I don't think all NBA players know how to get into the zone. Like, come on.
They even mentioned that, like, in the anime, I think, is like, not everybody can go into the zone, or like, if you can, they only do it like one time. These dudes do it like all the time.
Yeah, like every time you do it, it gets harder and harder to enter the zone.
Yeah.
And then in the movie, like right after the bat, freaking Iome just force enters the zone. Like, okay, I guess that that's irrelevant anymore.
Yeah, no, of course not. The rules don't apply to those guys.
Nah.
Oh my gosh, that gets so ridiculous. But it's
But it's because it's ridiculous that it's good.
yeah,
That's the thing.
yeah. Because the thing is, like, I've watched it all the way through like a few times. Like, it's good, But it's just like if you think too much about it, no, just stay away. Like, this isn't Haikyuu where like it's more realistic, but And Haikyuu season 4 is coming out like next week too. So
Yeah, I'm excited.
Do you know what happens though? Have you read it?
No.
Oh, dude, I don't want to ruin it for you then.
It's gonna get pretty spicy.
No, I won't tell you. You might just drop the show altogether. I'll let you get there.
They don't make it. They don't make it into the tournament.
I'll let you watch it, man.
Yeah, they don't make it. I can already tell.
I'll let you watch it, man. It's like they totally cucked everybody. And then they do something else after that. It's like, what is going on here? It's still volleyball though.
Yeah,
Still volleyball.
They bring the quote-unquote cast over to play.
Oh yeah, they might as well have, dude. Like they might as well have. Like it gets insane. It's oh my god. But I'll leave you to it. It's great though. Like the matches that they're gonna do, they're awesome. But I don't know why that guy decided to take it that direction after that. Should be interesting. No man. Well, we got there from mobile games. One of our tangents as usual.
Yeah.
Because we went from mobile games then and now to the anime then and now. Like we should have brought up like, what is it? Mars Awakens Romance or something.
Oh
like that.
yeah.
Mare.
Like
That wasn't
the mechanical
an isekai, right?
Yeah, it is an isekai
Yeah.
because he gets to another world. Yeah.
I didn't even. You know what? The funny thing is, like,
I mean,
those guys go back.
Digimon's an isekai if you think about it.
That's true. Yeah, I guess it's just funny. Is like back then those isekais, they actually end up going back home, and these other ones,
Yeah, they're stuck.
yeah,
Like Konosuba got defeated. The Demon King or Devil King or whatever.
yeah. These other guys are screwed. They don't go back. Oh man.
Some do.
Which one?
There was the one with the high schooler. Well, this is the main guy. With the high schooler is trying to get the harem with the shrine maidens.
What? I have no idea what you're
So
talking about.
essentially, like the whole premise of the manga is just like he defeats the Demon King and then he gets sent back to our world, Earth, and then but he still retains all of his powers that he got.
Oh no! That's different because okay, I know which one he's talking about. It's like the hero return to our world or whatever with all his powers. That's like the name of it. That doesn't count because you see him in the other one for like 5 pages and he gets transferred back. That's not an isekai if you're back in the main world.
But then he also had that kind of like reverse isekai in a sense of the devil is a part-time. Is a part-timer.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, like it is an isekai, but it's a reverse isekai in a sense. Like they're coming from like the fantasy world or like fantasy/slash magic world into like the normal common world.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting that they don't do more of those since there's so many of the opposite.
I mean, there's also that manga where the guy has his front door is also a portal to the fantasy world.
Yeah,
Legend.
but they're all just manga. Like they don't have any
Anime, like anime.
Anime
for
adaptations.
those.
Yeah.
Because like that one is it's like my room is a dungeon or something like that. There's that one. There's the other one where like I don't know how it happened, but his class got transported except for him, but he got all the abilities anyways. But he's still in our world, so it's like.
So it's like,
but apparently
is that the one where the chief, the Tokyo chief, was like relying on him to take care of.
Is it that one? Isn't his dad?
No.
I thought the Tokyo chief was his dad.
No, but like.
Are you talking about the one where like his sister's in love with him?
Yeah.
It might be the same one.
Yeah.
Okay, well then in that one, like the god from the world he was supposed to be transported to, like sent dragons to try and kill him, but he's like so overpowered, like they do nothing. It's like it's funny, it's interesting, but it'd be better if they did an anime because the other ones like they're just so
I mean,
similar.
in Gay, you can say they return to the world, but that's just a portal that's just open between both worlds.
Yeah. I guess that's true. I mean, it's just in the minority, I guess, because you see more of the opposites than you do that one. Because, like, I could probably name on my hand how many that are in our world, you know, like anime ones, where they, like, isekai kind of ones. But there's, like, one every 5 minutes for the opposites. Like, for this season, like, there's, like, another 3 that came out, but, like, none of them really interest me. And I'm just like, because there's only 2 anime I'm going to watch this season. It's, like, Inspector and Haikyuu and maybe that other one I saw on there, but I forgot what the name of it is. But I don't know. There's not too many this season for the winter. That seems very interesting. We'll see. Maybe in the spring.
Code Geass.
The movie?
No, they're bringing back the show. I think
They are?
Like a
Mhm.
reboot,
No, like it's not a reboot. It's like it's after.
continuation.
It's
A
continuing.
continuation?
And
Have you seen the final movie?
Mm-mm.
Well,
But it's gonna be a continuation, and it's gonna follow Lelouch again or Lelouch and them.
okay. Do you know what happens in the end of the movie?
Oh, I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
Well, you haven't even seen the second season.
Yeah, I haven't seen the second
God,
season.
have you finished Code Geass, dude?
I finished the
Joey
first
never
one.
finishes anything.
I finished
Oh.
everything.
No, Joey, how long has it been since Code Geass came out?
I don't care.
A long time.
Yeah,
Let me find out.
Like a long
Easily
time ago.
when I was in high school, so like
Well,
10 years.
you know what? Okay, obviously, if you think that
October 5th, 2006.
Yeah,
dude, I was in
12 years.
6th grade, dude. That was a long time ago. Jesus. Oh my god. Finish the damn show. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, based off of what you're saying, it should be obvious that Lelouch survives basically,
Mm-hmm.
and they bring him back, which was like the whole speculation after the second
I
season.
think everyone knew he was alive.
Yeah. So I mean, that's kind of what happens at the end, like him and Cece like end up together at the end and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I do wish that they ended it where they ended it, and then just continue on with probably like a later generation, like
Oh,
down
like
the line.
fast forward.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. I guess so. I mean, but the thing was that like a lot of people complained because they wanted like closure. So they did the movie. So a lot of people wanted closure on whether or not he was alive or not. But I get you. They probably should have just fast forwarded it or something and been like, "Hey, this is Lelouch's daughter" or something. Like, "Oh, he was alive the whole time," something like that to give indication. Just like Pokemon, where they should have ended it after the first season. Ash got married to Misty, and they had a child because that was the original plan. But what do I know? What do I know?
yeah.
he's in
And that doesn't make money, Jeremy. That doesn't make money.
Doesn't it? Doesn't it make money?
No.
No,
You
you need to have 8 more generations of Pokemon to get money.
8 more generations and 25 years later.
Yeah, and then he can win, because he served his purpose.
Are they making another season? Have they announced that?
I'm pretty sure they are. Like why?
I haven't seen it.
Like
Or
why?
Sword and Shield.
I haven't seen it at all. So I was wondering if it was still with him and just like a different group.
I mean, they probably will. Like,
why don't they just change the main character? Like,
Come on, dude. Everyone knows Ash.
yes.
As a staple now.
Yes, they should just
I mean,
change
Pikachu
him
is
to
still
Cash. I don't know.
Cash.
Cash money. Yeah.
But they need that Pikachu though.
Sure, Ash could just trade the Pikachu to whoever.
Oh yeah, he's gonna trade Pikachu.
Why not? Just, okay, picture it like this. If they had originally done their original storyboard in which it was going to be Ash's daughter after the first season, say that they do it now, right? And they just fast forward a bit and like, here is your starter Pokemon, Pikachu.
Or
There
Pichu.
Or Pichu. Or Raichu. You know what? I'm still going to go with this. I've argued about this like 1,000 times. I still think Growlithe should have been the starter Pokemon, but that's just me. That's just me.
I think the original plan for the starter was actually a Clefairy.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
really? Oh my god.
And
Yeah,
Gengar is
that-
also a dead Clefairy.
A dead Clefairy?
Yeah.
A
They
what?
look exactly like. Yeah.
What?
Gengar is a dead Clefairy.
Oh, Gengar is a dead Clefairy. I didn't hear you say Gengar. I just heard dead Clefairy. I was like, okay.
They killed it.
I was like, yeah,
They shot it.
That's cool as the the poster Pokemon.
Well, there is an episode of Pokemon where somebody pulls a gun out on Ash, but like they never go back to that.
Yeah, I remember seeing that episode, and then after that they cut
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's that one. There's also the episode of Jinx. That one never aired. There's also the episode of
Porygon. Yeah, that's saying like a
'Cause
whole
it
bunch
caused
of
seizures.
It did. That one did air.
yeah, but it caused seizures in
And then it
Japan.
stopped.
Yeah.
But no, like they aired it once here.
Did they? No, I thought they aired it in Japan, and then when they figured out that it caused seizures in but the children, they didn't
Yeah.
air it here in the
and
States.
the epileptic seizures.
Yeah.
No,
That's
I'm
what
pretty
it's
sure
called.
we saw it here.
No, 'cause I don't remember it.
I don't think they showed it in
Because
the
there's an
States.
English translation of it.
Oh, I'm sure there is, but I don't think they aired it by the time they figured it out.
Yeah, and
That's what I
it
like.
wasn't because of Porygon itself. It was because of a missile explosion that happened.
Yeah, that caused it to like, you know.
Yeah, I think it was like red, orange, yellow, lights just continuous, and black just white, and then
Yeah, then people started foaming at the mouth, and yeah, good times, good times. Don't you love how it always comes back to Pokemon?
yeah, full circle.
Full circle. Well, games that are coming out this year. That's there's a Kakarot coming out in 2 weeks. I'm the only one at this panel that seems to be excited for it. It looks interesting. Yep.
I don't know. I don't know what else that Kakarot's gonna have. Like Xenoverse was pretty good in of itself. So if Kakarot's just gonna be a whole just replay through, like every Dragon Ball Z is just gonna be a whole replay through of the story.
Yeah. I mean, technically yes. I mean, I think this one's interesting in the fact that it's just a more of an RPG element, though.
Yeah, I mean it looks nice. Like it looks really really nice.
Mm-hmm.
But besides that, it's like okay, like what more is there? Like you're just gonna go through the Saiyan saga all the way to what now? The Boo, and then DLC Super and GT, rinse and repeat.
Hey, they're good things. I don't know. I just like the idea that at least it's changing up the gameplay of it. You know, it's more free flowing and stuff like that. It is more like kind of like Xenoverse.
I mean, it's basically another Budokai Tenkaichi.
Yeah, I guess in the style of the gameplay, but at least with that, this one, you know, it's got RPG elements and stuff like that, so it adds more to it. So I don't know. That's one I'm looking forward to at least.
Animal Crossing new game.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You're stuck on an island this time, right?
On something.
You're stuck on an island trying to build a raft to survive because you're gonna die from.
But a lot of people are excited about that.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of people that love that game franchise, but I mean, I'm never gonna play it.
There was a grandma who played nothing but Animal Crossing for like I think a whole year straight or something like that.
Jeez, did she build a lot of houses?
Yeah, I was watching the videos. It was actually pretty cool. It was like really like heartwarming.
Really heartwarming. It brought tears to your eyes.
Yeah, dude.
Oh man, nope.
Did you hear about the grandmas that were doing in esports?
Mm-mm.
There's like a team of grandmas. Like I think I gotta figure out what they were playing, but they were actually an esport team.
That's cool, dude. The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah, no, that one's a good one.
Let's get it.
I mean, what's the word?
Dying Light 2. Did you ever play the first one, Jeremy?
Dying Light I never played, but I know it looks cool. A lot of people like it. I mean, Last of Us I'm probably the most excited for, as far as like stuff for this year that I can think of right off the bat.
Yeah, I think that's like the only one I'm excited for.
The whole year?
Yeah, I mean, like, what else is there?
Animal Crossing.
Black Ops 5.
Yeah, Black
Cyberpunk.
Ops 5.
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk. Ooh, Kiki on the Reese.
Okay, well, I don't know if I'm excited for that one either.
Oh, Destroy All Humans is getting a remake. I'm down for that.
See, there you go. There's another one. What? Mega Man Zero ZX Legacy Collection? Totally down for that one, bro.
Wait, Dragon Age 4 was announced?
No. It was?
It says here. Release date 2020.
No. No way.
It was Counter-Strike.
Counter-Strike.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
looking it up. I
Oh.
didn't see it.
Oh, for the...
the oldest team, like esports team.
Yeah, no, I don't see it on here. Maybe it was just more of a like they, because I didn't even see a release date or a trailer for it. I mean,
it's probably just like a verbal announcement, like, hey, you know, Dragon Age 4 is gonna come out.
yeah, because I don't see anything on here.
Yeah, I guess the only thing I'm excited for is Last of Us 2 and Destroy All Humans remake.
Final Fantasy.
No, not really. I never. The only Final Fantasy games I played was X and 13, I think.
Oh, Marvel's Avengers. I'm excited for that one.
No.
Marvel's Avengers, dude.
Look, did Spider-Man was great.
Aren't
all right?
they having problems with licensing right now still?
No.
Spider-Man? Yeah.
They-
Yeah. No, the Avenger game.
No, it comes out of me.
No, I heard there was like licensing problems.
Like what?
That they couldn't get like the identities of people to actually be in their games. Because like it's not just like where Spider-Man is.
You gotta
like
be more
one-
specific.
Okay, so like Spider-Man is just one character, right?
No. They have tons of characters in
But
Spider-Man.
I mean, like,
He's saying like as an individual, like the Spider-Man's one character, Captain America is another character.
yeah, but like Avengers is like multiple characters that they're trying to add.
Yeah, but like I said, it's not like Spider-Man's the only one in the game.
I'm not
There's,
saying like he's the only one in the game. but
there's
I mean,
tons
like,
of characters in the
No,
game.
No.
yeah, that's exactly what he's saying. He's saying that
Mhm.
because there's a lot of characters in the game, and you know, it's not like Spider-Man, like how Spider-Man has his own standalone game.
No,
Right,
I just
that's-
don't
yes.
get.
Yeah.
Okay, I just don't get what you're trying to say.
No, he got me.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes, there's a lot of characters in the game.
No, because they were having problems with that. It's just like it's multiple universes in one, basically, which is Avengers. What it is.
There's not multiple universes in it.
I mean, that's not what I meant. But I mean, like Thor, like Hulk, and all that. It's just like okay,
Mhm.
like the Hulk universe, and then there's like
The Hulk
Captain America universe. Not saying like they're in the same universe, but I meant like their own like
Rights.
yes.
Uh-huh.
So like they were having what I remember they were having licensing problems. That's why it got pushed back.
Okay, for which one?
They didn't say specifically. I don't know.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I don't think they had licensing problems with any of them because the game hasn't been delayed or anything, so it's expected to be out when it was announced. So
What was that one game that got pushed back like so many times? Do you remember?
a ton of stuff.
No, but like this one was like specific.
Half-Life 3.
No, I don't think it was Half-Life.
Oh,
Alyx.
BioShock Infinite. That was pushed back 3 times.
Oh, probably.
That was it ended up being Game of the Year, but it was great.
No, I think it was recent. Like, with this one game got pushed back so many times. I don't remember what it was.
Nah, I'm not too sure. I can't remember one in which it was a pushed back that many times. Well, wait. Well, I guess technically Last of Us was pushed back, right? It was pushed back a little bit. It was supposed to come out earlier. It was pushed back farther back.
They didn't want to overwork their workers.
Surprising. But yeah, that was
Not
one.
I mean, that was the main deal for like 2019,
Uh-huh.
like the crunch, because there was all those stories about crunches.
Yeah, but they've been doing that for years. I mean, I don't know.
No,
Just-
but that was the point. It's just like we didn't want to. They just said that like they didn't want to do crunches, and they pushed it back.
They didn't want to get ripped abs.
Mm-hmm. Didn't want to have a studio burn down.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I know studios are saying that. I don't know. I can't remember. There was another studio that said that the other day, that they were not doing a crunch or whatever to finish their game. And there's even like movie places that are saying that too, but I don't know if they'll actually do it or not. Can't remember. It was a small game studio. I can't remember what the game was. But anyways, point is, Marvel's Avengers. I'm excited for that one. That's May 15th.
Just play the Lego game. Same thing.
I mean, some of those Lego games are fun, but yeah, no, that one's on May 15th. The Last of Us, Kakarot,
Bro, honestly,
Black
like,
Ops 5,
like
Halo.
the further we get, like I feel like there's like not even like exciting releases.
I think it's just because when we're getting older, we don't.
Well, I think it's just more because they're saving everything for the next platform.
But even then, I
mean,
think they
Xbox-
announced that the PS5 is gonna be backwards compatible. So it's like,
But I mean, like they want people to buy the new game with the new console with new games.
yeah. But even then, like they'll, like, if they're gonna release a new console, for sure they might release like, their exclusive for that console, just like how like Nintendo always does.
Yeah.
Just like when the Switch came out, it was Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey.
Well, but to them like releasing like the console later on this year, like they don't really have anything announced for later this year. Like
Yeah.
Like Xbox, for example, just has Halo. You know, PlayStation just has apparently, what is this here? Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Quarantine, like or Watch Dogs Legion. You know, or like.
And I'm pretty sure whenever like the PS5 comes out, you're gonna get a Killzone game. Just how it is.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just because like this list.
Did it have, I don't think so. Not after the success of Horizon Zero Dawn or Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon
Jodan.
is that what it's called?
Yes.
Yeah, it
Okay,
is.
then, yeah.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
I was thinking something else.
Now these, even to that, like even though they're making these new consoles, there's nothing in here that I can see that's been announced that's even worth anything. Like I love Halo, but like it's not, you know, one of those that like should make everybody like go out to buy an Xbox. Like
What do you mean by Halo?
Halo Infinite.
Oh, okay.
Do you know another Halo?
No,
Yeah.
because you're just saying Halo.
Halo
and I'm
Reach
thinking,
on
yeah,
PC?
I'm thinking
Yes.
Halo Reach on PC.
Yes, it's Halo Reach. Yes,
That sounds like it's
Yes.
it's
Bye.
old.
it's Halo Reach. We're all playing it. We're all playing the old ones. Yep, that's exactly what it is.
I mean,
back
you're
to
just
Reach.
saying Halo, so that the
You're right.
thing that pops
You're right.
in my hand is
Halo
Halo
Reach.
Reach.
No, I'm telling you, it's Halo Reach on PC. We're all playing it this year for the new non-console. That's what we're playing. So, anyways, to that point, there's nothing coming out. I'm looking at this list, and there's nothing on here that looks interesting. Like Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, like that's gonna be the big pusher for the big consoles. Like,
We're at an hour if you want to cut it.
oh, okay,
I'm just saying if you want. Don't matter.
yeah. But anyways, that's my point for stuff like this. Well, maybe we are just old and we're, you know, jaded.
Yeah,
'Cause-
and it comes to that thing where it's not like, you know, anyone's looking for single player games coming out. It's now we're in the days of just multiplayer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Games as a service.
Yeah. No, I mean, it could be that too. And we're just not seeing stuff like Skyrim anymore or what's it called? Dark Souls, things like that. Like, there's just not a huge influx of those stuff coming out anymore. But, oh, way to end it on a super sad note here of the decline of video games and single player games here. But
Okay, boomer.
yeah, it's because we're all boomers. That's what it is. I don't know. Maybe they'll release more stuff towards the end of the year. But like looking at this list now,
I'm still saying that like in E3 they're gonna announce a bunch of stuff.
I hope so because this list looking at it right now sucks. Like Super Meat Boy Forever, really? That's gonna be your big draw for Xbox?
I'm still saying because they're waiting for the new systems.
I know, but the new system comes out later this year. and
Exactly. So
I'm just these are
nothing's
just
gonna come out.
announcements. You
These
can't
were
announce
announced-
anything.
No, they're not going to announce anything until towards the end of the year.
Okay, well until then, I can only go off of
Because that's
what is here.
happened on Xbox 360 and PS3.
Oh yeah, that's what happened.
Yes,
That's
it
what
did
happened.
happen.
That's what happened. You remember?
Yes.
What exactly came out on those days?
Like The Last of Us was like one of the last ones for the PS3, and it took forever to come out.
Yes, you're proving my point.
Yes.
Okay, so why are you arguing with me?
No, because I'm saying nothing's going to be else like it's going to be like announced.
Yes, it was. Never mind. My whole point is that they don't have anything really out there. So what's really pushing the console? That's my whole point.
I'm saying they're not going to announce anything.
Okay. All right. We're apparently on the same page. You just refuse to
No.
see it. Yes.
I'm saying something else.
No, I'm saying there's nothing out. That's what I'm saying, Joey.
Yes.
Okay. You just said yes. All right. We're ending it here before we argue and kill each other to death. All right. This has been our D2G podcast for you today. We'll see you guys next week with some more interesting topics. And hopefully we won't get back into Pokemon. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I wouldn't bet on that. All right. Catch you guys next time.